you know, when we're in our cars, we're driving, doing our thing, hopefully obeying the law and the speed limit.
Have you ever wondered how the police and law enforcement agencies catches drivers who are overspeeding?
And I'm interested in what actually you're doing here when you're checking for speed.
Okay. Well, what I'm looking for, well, I'm watching my rearview mirror as well. We have cars coming up behind me and coming at me. The radar units that we have dual antennas. One is in the front and one's in the back.
So just because you're facing us doesn't mean you can't check our speed behind?
Right. I can clock cars coming up behind me as well.
Okay.
Going the same direction. I can clock a car coming at me, opposite direction and going away from me, as well as coming up behind me or in front of me going away from me that way.
So right there is new information for me.
Yeah, it's all in the settings with the remote that we have. Basically there's 4 different directions that you can clock cars. What I look for is tracking history on a target vehicle. If I'm looking at the flow of traffic, I can just guesstimate, professional guesstimation about how fast those vehicles are going as they're coming at me based on my experience. So I don't turn the radar on because if they got a radar detector, the cars can trip it off. So we're a little sneaky that way. So if I see a car over there that looks like it's traveling over the posted speed limit, I'll wait and kind of get them in the crosshairs per se, and then I'll activate the radar to get a clock on. And same with the cars coming up behind me. I'll check in my mirrors. If I see somebody come flying up behind me, I might speed up and get away from them a little bit and then slow back down to kind of set the trap, if you will. So if you see an officer hanging in the left lane, I'm not out here I'm not a pace car setting the pace for everybody behind me. I usually set my cruise at about 4 or 5 miles an hour over the posted speed limit to keep people back behind me happy and comfortable, but they're not going to pass me. If they pass me, then I know their speed. So, but also if I see someone coming up behind me, closing in on me, I know they're traveling well over the posted speed limit because I'm doing 5 over and they're closing on me.
What do you say, I'm sure you hear this all the time, what do you say to the driver that is in the passing lane and kicks it a little bit to get around the guy and then slows back down? Is it okay with you?
I don't have a problem with that, especially when they're trying to pass a commercial motor vehicle, a semi. I don't like people hanging in them semis in their blind spots beside them. Too many bad things can happen.
So if I need to bump it up 4, 5, 6 degrees over, or a mile an hour over to get around?
Yep, I don't have a problem with that.
Same thing passing on a 2-lane. You know, you almost always have to do that.
Yep, yeah, you're going to have to accelerate this a little bit. Now, it all depends on the speed of the car you're passing. If the car you're passing is doing a 55 in a 55 zone, no reason to pass you.